South Dakota is full. Don't move here. Don't Californicate my South Dakota. If you've looked at the comments of many of my YouTube videos, you'll see these type of comments prevail, and especially in some of the videos that have a lot of views. Hey everybody, it's Tristan Emond with Mindful Living Realty, a realtor right here in Rapid City, South Dakota. I know why these comments are being made. I understand the pride, the protectiveness, the fears, all the things that go into a South Dakotan coming on and saying, hey, we like it here, don't make it different. No one's got a stronger opinion than South Dakotans on people moving to the state of South Dakota. Most South Dakotans aren't anti-newcomer. However, there are a bunch of reasons that create the real pushback. Underneath it all, South Dakota can be one of the most welcoming places in the country. I've seen it with a number of people that have helped move into our area from out of town. You just got to understand the culture and what you're stepping into. Let's start with a comment that I talked about at the beginning of this video. Don't California my South Dakota. Most people think this is a direct shot at California, but really it's all about change. South Dakota is one of the few places left where life feels slower, more rooted, more grounded in what we have here, where you can step back and take life a little bit easier. People here aren't trying to impress anybody, they're not chasing trends, and we're definitely not trying to become the next Denver by any means whatsoever. Our identity is built on independence, respect for the land, respect for each other, and helping out that neighbor in need. When lots of people start moving to South Dakota from fast-paced, highly regulated areas, locals start to tense up. It's not like they necessarily don't want new people, they just don't want to become what that person has left behind. I've been asked a number of times from people from California who've said, hey, we want to move there, but we're really concerned about how people treat us coming from California. We know what we've got here. We don't want to have anything to do with that or bring it with us. However, we're going to change our California license plate as soon as possible. So what you'll find is this comment especially is about protectiveness, not necessarily hostility. However, most transplants understand this to their core. They're not moving to South Dakota with our wind and our blizzards and everything that's going on and miles away to the next big city, even if you call it a big city. They're not leaving their home state for South Dakota to act more like them. They want what South Dakota has to offer. They're craving a calmer life, less traffic, and fewer regulations. They want more freedom, space, and sanity, and fewer HOA violations because you parked your trailer in your driveway. People breathe a sigh of relief when they get here. They love that the kids still play outside, that the kids can ride their bikes around the neighborhood. People still wave to each other and smile at each other in the streets, and nobody cares about your job title or status. A lot of this resistance to newcomers moving to the state of South Dakota did start back during the pandemic, when we started seeing a whole lot of people coming to our area looking for everything that I just talked about. And unfortunately, because of the way the real estate market was, things were moving fast and people were buying properties for over asking price, bidding wars, all the different things that happened to our area. As the pandemic wore on and people started looking for other places to be that provided the freedom and the space that South Dakota has, our demand went crazy. Our prices went up and a lot of people are feeling squeezed out because those prices are the way they are. So a lot of the comments I've heard from people are, boy, all those out-of-towners, they came in here, they drove all the real estate prices up, and now I can't afford to buy the home or the property or whatever it is that I want to buy. That didn't just happen to us, that happened to pretty much the majority of the country during 2022. The real estate market was just insane, almost no matter where you were at. Fortunately for us, this real estate market has settled down to where the activity is pretty close to 2019 before that pandemic, even though those prices, they're not going to come down anytime soon. And of course, you've seen in other comments, South Dakota is full, you can't move here, which of course is even close to reality. We've got less than 1 million people in our entire state. You can put 3.5 South Dakotans in the Denver metropolitan area. Plus, South Dakota is in the bottom 5 on person per square mile. For reference sake, Montana has 7, Wyoming has 6, and Alaska is the winner with 1.3. To give you an idea of the contrast, New Jersey has the most people per square mile, and that's 1,210 people per square mile. But regardless of that math, it's really about size and scale. You can get 1,000 people that moved to Dallas or Austin in the past few years, nobody bats an eye. But an extra 1,000 people here in Rapid City or Sioux Falls, it gets kind of tight relatively quickly. And when more and more people start coming to an area, we need more development, we need more infrastructure, we need a lot of more things that need to happen to accommodate the extra growth that we're having. And as always, people don't like change. We'll complain about the things we don't have, but we don't really want a bunch of new stuff coming in for all the different things and reasons that might cause a problem. More traffic, more crime, more this, more that, or the other. South Dakotans aren't interested in giving up their way of life for a whole lot of glitz and glamour. Finally, here's the part that needs to be said out loud. It really doesn't matter where you come from. It's all about the culture that you're stepping into. South Dakotans welcome people who work hard, mind their own business, and have respect for the place and the people around them that they've moved to. We're looking for folks that don't need to be the loudest person in the room, that don't act entitled, and who love and enjoy helping out the neighbors just fine. What locals don't respond to well are people that arrive, take the time and effort to move to here, to our culture, to our area, and then start complaining about the amenities that aren't here or the things that they're used to having in their area that they don't have anymore. Talking down to locals and constantly talking about what things were like back home is a sure way to get yourself shadow banned. South Dakota really is a bunch of small town communities. Rapid City is really only 80,000 people. If you go over to Sioux Falls, I think that's at 230 or 240,000 people. Really, we're just smaller cities. But with these small towns comes tight communities, and tight communities means a slower life, but lasting memories. If someone moves here and starts causing chaos, starts talking down to everybody, everybody is gonna know about it. So when locals joke online, South Dakota is full, it's their way of saying if you come here, prepare to be a good neighbor, because that's what you're gonna be required to live here. And then the next breath, they're gonna tell you, by the way, our winters are harsh. Make sure you have food, water, and blankets in your car. And you might want to trade in that rear-wheel drive 1965 Ford Mustang for an all-weather car just to get around. Locals want to make sure that you know what you're getting into, that you're just not coming up here on a whim because some realtor on camera is talking about how wonderful it is to live here.
It's like printing my own money.
It was 80 degrees yesterday and it's 40 degrees today. We're probably going to get some snow and it'll be 60 degrees this weekend. You need to understand the realities of the landscape and what to expect moving here before you do. South Dakota humor is a love language, especially about the weather. It's how we get by dealing with all the various and vast differences in the weather patterns day to day. Joking about the brutal wind or freezing winters is how locals bond. We have the mantra, we don't have we don't have hurricanes, as we're scraping the snow off our windshields. If you can survive a South Dakota winter, you belong. It's like a badge of honor. South Dakota isn't for everyone, and that's okay. If you want an endless hopping nightlife and big shopping centers in every corner, it's probably not for you. It's wide open land, quiet evenings, big skies, amazing sunsets, and a way of life that values community over convenience, with a weather pattern system that'll absolutely test you. South Dakota is for people that generally crave what this place offers, not what they wish it could be. It's a place where people often grow up together, or maybe they leave and then they come back to be part of South Dakota, to be part of the family farm, or to be part of the family business. South Dakotans are protective of our way of life. We are proud of what we have and want to keep it that way. I helped a lot of people move here and I've seen them become true locals. Not by where they were born, but how they show up. Many become part of the communities and join the organizations and become a part of the people that are surrounding them. These people, they learn how things work here. They stay humble. They shovel the neighbor's driveway automatically. And they wave back when someone passes, even if it's the one-finger wave. Over time, they don't just live here, they belong here, because they understand what South Dakota is about. So tell me in the comments, does South Dakota sound like the lifestyle that you were looking for, or maybe too remote and rugged? And if you think Rapid City and the Black Hills area might be a great option for you, download my free location guide entitled The 13 Reasons Why You Should Move to Rapid City. That link is in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. Have an amazing day. And remember, love where you live.